So this is the stochastic RSI. This is the daily. Uh, as you can see, we have opened it quite narrowly. Now let's zoom in and talk about the things. So long-term movements are pretty hard to uh, judge based on stochastic, but they work pretty well if we roll out the time difference. So, like said, in areas like these are obvious. These are obvious buy signals that are happening. Uh, these are typical buy signals here, here, again here, again here. This is on a false one. This is one of the false ones. This is false ones. So that can happen. We had a whole series of false ones, false one, false, again false breakout. It's still going up. Yeah, so around that, below that 30-20 mark. So like RSI is 30 or 70, and stochastic is generally 20 and 80 are concerned overbought, oversold. But generally, what happens in Bitcoin is when it actually goes past the 60 mark, it attracts that high volume and rallies on the longer term at least. So as you can see here, time and time again in this rally as well. Let's zoom it out also. So in this rally as well, the first start of the breakout is slow. 2 days, 3 days passed, a few days more passed, a week or so, and then we go past the 90 mark, and then suddenly it catches on. We had a reversal. Still, it makes further upside of around 5,000, sorry, $3,000, and continues going up even though the RSI is falling. So the stochastic RSI is falling because the strength has waned, not the trend. So the most important thing to remember about RSI is it's not an indication of trend. It's an indication of strength. So if we look at something that is a trend indicator, for example, uh, uh, anything. Let's say just look at the MA. Okay, if we just look at the MA, we can see that the trend is continuing. MA cross is continuing. It doesn't cross below after this, and it continues till at this point, 9 and 21 day. Even if we look at something longer, 21 or 50, it holds up. It crosses over here and then continues and continues. Trend is strong and strong. Even if we look at something like we build trend line of sort, which only gets broken after this point. So this after this point, we get a pullback and then further down. So these things do happen on the trend side. So stochastic is more the trend strength side. So when the strength gets high around the 60 and 80, that can be an indication that if the if there is really a trend. So we got a confirmation beyond this point. I think we broke above a new high, recent new high, and at that point the stochastic was also quite high, so 100 stochastic. So that's why that jumped so quickly. It caught on, and it jumped very quickly from here to here, and yeah, it never looked back. So same thing happened in February as well. We were quite high, and after that bottom around 40,000. Yeah, when it caught on, it just kept rising and rising. So now if we see the strength is falling, so movement now would be difficult for it to make. Not that movement can't be made. So the trend on the upside or downside doesn't have to do much with stochastic. In the shorter term as well, it's the same kind of thing that we have to look for. Like I said, yeah, when it reaches a kind of tipping point on the stochastic scale and the trend is confirmed, we see a fast breakout. And yeah, it happens all the times when there is a breakout. It happens like that. And yeah, that's about it. So stochastic is something interesting to look at, but not really something I would completely trust with my decision making or things like that. For example, there is this, yeah, this is a divergence in stochastic. Yeah, it's a bearish divergence, but the price still continues to go up. Yeah, anyway, it really uh, is something interesting to just follow loosely, but not to heat too much. Uh, the same thing goes for viewer for me as well. I look at it. It's a really good indicator to look at. If we just weekly view app, yeah. If we look at it, if we move the upper band, lower band, yeah, and just change it to, yeah, same, the same time frame. Let's say we are looking at 1 hour, so 1 day is enough. And yeah, so that's the POF. So the resistance is there on Bitcoin, as we can see. So it's good to look at that. It can obviously break out of that and then break down. And yeah, it's something to loosely follow and use in among other things uh, to make our decisions and etc. Yeah, and that's my opinion about VOF as well. So it's pretty simple. Just just an anchor to the price, or be it on the upside, be it on the downside. Especially when the price is bullish, anchored, it's anchored below. When the price is kind of bearish, it's anchored up, like now. And yeah, we have to also be very cautious about it. It's not a perfect indicator, not by any means. And you can change different time frames and look at it in multiple ways. uh, and it presents a picture that's really interesting as well. uh, so when that was broken, we on 8th February we saw pretty large upside on the upside. But now that is we are below the weekly view app. It's kind of acting like a resistance, and the price might be inclined to like that 50,000 mark, or decline to make like 50,000 mark or even below. So caution is more worried now than it was a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, the monthly is far below. If we look at even the 4 hourly, yeah, it's still above the price. So that's a tough thing to follow as well. Anyway, yeah, I think that pretty much covers the questions around stochastic and view app. I think, yeah,